Hey, what's going on, everybody? Another beautiful day out here in Arizona. I'm just on my way to work. Left a little bit early, got some time to spare. So I was going to, done some couple of videos recently on dating. Something popped into my head last night. And this is something I definitely want to get across, especially if you're just meeting a girl or a guy. I would say stay away. Don't pursue the person any further. If you just meet somebody, and I'm not saying they're necessarily lying to you, but you know that they're lying to other people, don't pursue the situation any farther. You don't want to be with that person. At least I wouldn't, because more than likely, especially cheating, I would think that maybe they might, if they're cheating with on somebody else, spending time with me, I would get the same thought in my head. What if they get tired of me, bored with me, or unhappy, and they start cheating on me? And keep it a secret. So, you might think that you're something special, that, they won't do it to you, but more than likely, they will. So stay away, just run for your life. Now, this particular girl, this is about 13 years ago. I met her online, I think on Matchmaker.com, dating website, and she lived about 45 minutes away from me. It actually took me longer in the rush. 45 minutes, that's in normal traffic, and I basically drove. I thought we were going to spend at least a couple hours together. I met her at Caribou Coffee. We both had tea, and it was basically we spent like 10 or 15 minutes together. I'm like, come on. I don't even think she gave me her real name. I've never heard of it. She said that her name was Dara. I'm like, Dara? What? I've never heard of that name before. And she says, oh yeah, it's spelled like just like Sarah, only with a D instead of an S. I'm like, okay. And I didn't really believe that, but she was rush hour traffic. This was at around like dinner time, 5 o'clock rush hour traffic. So it took me like an hour, 15 minutes to get there. So we meet at Caribou Coffee. And it seemed okay, but then I started getting a bad vibe from her, and it definitely turned out that the way she showed what seemed to be her true colors later on that evening, I wasn't actually about to run out. I was going to pursue her, give her the benefit of the doubt, but after what she did later in the evening, she basically ran from me. So she told her parents, I drove like, an hour and 15 minutes to meet, and we only hung out for like 10 or 15 minutes, had our teas. She'd go, I gotta get back home. Like, why? She'd go, I lied to my parents. She'd go, my parents would kill me if they knew I met a random guy online, a stranger online. So she's like, I didn't tell them I was going out on a date or meeting you for, tea. I just told my parents I had to go and get gas. So she's like, I better leave now, otherwise they're probably going to wonder where I'm at. So, that her name, Dara, it could have been her name, but I actually looked her up online. I couldn't find anybody, with such a unique name like that. Figured something would come up in her town, but yeah, nothing came up. I have a feeling that was probably not her real name. And then she's lying to her parents about where she was at. And this girl, she had just gotten her bachelor's degree. She didn't have a job, okay? I was actually unemployed at the time for a very short while. And I think I had, even though I was unemployed, I think I got a job like a week later or something like that. I just hadn't gotten the for sure. I think I'd gotten hired, but I hadn't gotten the for sure offer yet. I was still waiting on, background check and drug testing. So she made an issue out of that. She said, oh yeah, my parents will have to make up some lie, because like my parents would never approve of me meeting somebody online. And she says, you only have an associate's degree. I don't know how. I think my parents will like you, but they won't like that. Because I guess her mom had like a master's degree. Her dad had a PhD. They did live in a pretty rich town, a really wealthy, not like totally filthy rich, but upper middle class. They were definitely both six figures salaries from what it sounded like. So she says, yeah, my parents want me to date somebody that has at least a bachelor's. So she's like, oh, maybe we could come up with a lie about that. But then she also said, like, maybe I'll take you home to meet. She was thinking about taking me home to meet her parents, but she's like, oh, well, you don't have a job right now, and that's not going to look good, so, like, why don't we wait until you get a job first, and then I'll take you home to meet them. It's like, well, what the fuck? You don't have a job either, so what gives here? And I think she had gotten or she was on the verge of getting an offer too, but it had nothing to do with what she went to school for. She told me that she went to school to be an English teacher. She was trying to get a teaching job, but I guess temporarily it was something like an office job for like $12 an hour, so it was definitely, underemployed if she ended up getting that job. So I don't know why she was being so judgmental of me. I know her parents would have an issue with that, so it's like, I don't know why, since, she was kind of like in a rut herself, why she would be being hard on me over my situation. So, but everything other than that, everything seemed fine. I think I followed her to the gas station, and I talked to her more while she pumped gas, and it seemed okay. Like, I thought she really liked me. Left, and I think I wasn't even home yet, and I thought, wow, this girl really got a thing for me. She was texting me before I even got home. All good things, all positive things, and she continued to text me throughout the evening. She said something about coming over my way. And it's like, if I was married, why would I have you come over to my house? I can invite her over to my house. And later on in the evening, we were texting. I'd recently gotten out of a relationship, a 3-year relationship. I had a girlfriend that lived with me, and she had recently broken up with me and moved out. And, this girl at one point, she made it sound like, I kind of told her about my past with girlfriends, my sexual past. She told me about hers, and she kind of said in a way like, oh, you're kind of like, it was kind of a little negative. She said, oh, you kind of remind me of my ex-boyfriend. My ex-boyfriend, he wasn't very experienced with women. I'm like, okay, how experienced do you want me to be? It's like, you want me to sleep with, would you prefer I slept with 100 girls and had, incurable STDs? Come on. But so that was like no big deal. She's making herself out to sound kind of like a slut and making me out to sound inexperienced because I was more of a good boy. I didn't, fuck around with every little, girl that walked. But then she made a big deal out of it because I had a girlfriend that lived with me. She threw a fit. She's like, what? She's like, you had a girlfriend that lived with you for, a year and a half, almost 2 years? It's like, oh my God. And then she started thinking that I was married, and she's like, oh, you're probably married. You're probably just trying to get a side chick, a piece of ass on the side. Like, no, like, I'm not married. I'm not even dating anybody. She said something about, oh, she wanted to be she didn't want to live in the house with me, which I had no plan. It's like, whoa. We're just meeting. We're not even boyfriend, girlfriend yet. She's like, oh, like, if I were to move in with you, like, I would feel weird about that. I would want to be like the first person that ever lived with you in your house. She said, I'm like, I don't have any pictures of her on the wall. Like, she's gone. I erased her from my memory almost completely. I said, I still have some memories up in my head, but it's like, I got all of her belongings. We were out of my house. We were split up. We weren't talking anymore. I didn't have any pictures of her. I destroyed all the pictures I had of her because I knew we weren't going to get back together. Not a chance in hell. So yeah, she made a big deal out of that, just to totally turn psycho on me. And then she said, oh, don't talk to me, don't call me. She's like, only talk to me or call me if I talk to you first. And she's like, if I don't talk to you, that means that I'm not interested. And I just texted her back. Like, I guess she didn't want me to text her back, but I just texted her back and said, okay, fair enough, I understand. And she's like, oh, thanks for raining on the parade. I'm like, wow, I'm definitely glad that I didn't get involved with you. She just turned into a total psycho bitch on me. Bam, just like that. Unbelievable. I wonder if there was something wrong with her mentally, but I didn't get to know her well enough to find out at times during the meeting, the Caribou Coffee. I cracked some jokes with her. You can't help your laugh, but the way that she laughed, it could be an innocent laugh, but the way that she laughed a couple of times, it kind of sounded like the laugh of a crazy person. It didn't seem like normal. Yeah, if that was her normal laugh, okay, but it definitely didn't seem like a normal laugh. It was like really out there, like the laugh of a crazy person. So yeah, I'm almost to work. That's all I have on that. There was a girl, I did date a lot of dishonest women, but that was just one example. Yeah, I could never trust anybody. You know, any girl that admitted that she was lying to other people. I would just, usually people that lie their asses off to everybody. They don't just pick certain people. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Stay away from women and guys that lie. They're trouble. They're you might want to believe that they're not, but fortunately, maybe not right away, but somewhere down the line, they're probably gonna lie to you. So that's my story. Comment, like, share, subscribe. I'm off to work. Have a good weekend. Have a good Friday night, everybody, and I'll talk to you all real soon with another interesting video. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks again. Bye.